Hi, I'm Alana Sacco.
And I'm Karina Acevedo. And this is Tornado TV. Choir students from Germany paid a visit to sing with the school's choir. Listen to a sample of International Harmony.
In October, choir students from Munster, Germany visited Hoover. They teamed up with Hoover's choir for a performance during SNAP. This was organized by Miss Wilkie Lewis, who found her distant cousin from Germany, who just so happened to be a choir director.
My family was doing some genealogy research on our family, and we discovered some cousins of ours, distant cousins that live in Germany, and we started emailing back and forth, and her choir was going to be coming to California and asked if any of our family happened to live close by to where they were going to perform.
The two choirs seemed to get along well and enjoyed the experience.
The people here are just extremely friendly, and that's also quite special.
I just thought it was so great how welcoming our students were to her students from Germany.
And all of them were very friendly, even though they had a little bit of tough time speaking English. I believe they did their best, and we did our best trying to communicate, and we had lots of fun doing it.
Miss Sanhager was happy with the way the performance turned out.
It was a perfect rehearsal. We sang together in a very fine atmosphere.
Meet Ryan Ibrahimian, who literally fell into acting.
Ryan Ibrahimian starred in this winter's production of Noises Off, a play about a British theatre company performing a bedroom farce. Ryan played Gary Lejeune, an actor in the theatre company whose clumsiness and aggressiveness entertained audiences for 4 nights and a matinee.
I played 2 characters. I play Roger and Gary. Basically, the show is a play within a play.
I must have imagined it. Oh, Lord, Bob! I beg your pardon?
My actor version is Gary, and then the character is Roger.
Hold it.
Can't even get the door open.
Hold it.
No, it's clapped up.
When Ryan was in my beginning class, Ryan fell every time we did an improv. Every improv, he would fall. Most of the time, it was not on purpose.
I fell a lot during the improvisations. It wasn't on purpose. I really tripped a lot. Fell. I was really hyper. People were laughing. And Roger's exactly that character.
Ryan's cousin, Leandra Garabegi, was the assistant director of the production.
My cousin Leandra, who is in advanced drama, just came to the school like at the end of last year, has already been in a production, which I'm really proud of her for that because she became the lead in that.
Is there anyone else in the house, Mrs. Clackett?
I haven't seen no one yet.
I thought I heard voices.
I knew we were doing Noises Off, and I know the show, and I'd heard a lot about it, so I knew Ryan would be a great fit. So I told him to definitely audition, and then I ended up assistant directing, so it was great. So we ended up working on the same show.
Come back. You can't go downstairs looking like that.
Why not?
Mrs.
Clackett.
One has certain obligations.
He's hilarious. I can't believe he's never been in a play before. He comes up with things for his character. He has this one line where he's like in one character and then he completely changes to the other in like a split second. It's so funny.
That's not Mr. Hackens, is it? Or Mr. Dudley?
Ryan's a great actor. He's full of energy. He's lots of fun to work with, and he's got great comedic timing.
Every year, the final football game of the season is against Hoover's crosstown rival, Glendale High. Watch how students celebrate decades-long tradition of BGD, or Beat Glendale Day.
Every year, as autumn comes around, Hoover High's student body begins its preparation for BGD, Beat Glendale Day. We went around and asked members of the student body of their preparations for the big day.
I'm very excited for BGD this year. All of the classes have amazing themes and we've been working really hard. The seniors are doing Throwback Disney, so it's going to be That's So Sweet Life of Hoover High School. The juniors are doing 22 Jump Street, but with their own twist, so 16 Jump Street. Sophomores are doing Hoover Mountain State in place of Blue Mountain State, and freshmen are doing Super Mario Brothers.
BGD this year is going to be memorable than last year's seniors. We're working pretty hard and our theme is awesome, so it's going to be great.
I'm getting goosebumps. I love BGD. BGD has been in my blood, and I've been thinking about BGD for the last 18 years since I was a student at this school. BGD is an opportunity for our entire student body to come together and to beat our hated rival, Glendale High School. We don't hate them, but we dislike them, and we want to beat them in everything that we do. And I love how it brings everyone together and it unites our student body.
Team, not only is it really broadcasted throughout the school as the biggest rival football game of the year, but it's also the time for us to show what we have for our competition season and hopefully to get supporters to come to our competitions as well and support our school.
This year we're a lot more organized, we're closer together, we're a close bond, and our stunt techniques and overall performance has just improved immensely.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, and the girls actually wear flower wreaths in their hair, and we have balloons. There's all sorts of special things that we do specifically for the game, like a balloon run-through for the football players.
We managed to interview the football coaches and the players that have been dedicating their time in preparation for the big game.
This year, it's my last year, so I'm going to ball out and do all I can to help the team.
I feel like our team wants it more this year just because most of the team are seniors, and I feel like we want it more as a team.
Try not to focus too much on the end of the season, the last game. Try and focus on each week one at a time. But, I mean, we still have conversations, and BGD always gets brought up, and the kids know that they're working to the end. That is the big culmination of the season. So I would say that even though we focus on one opponent each week, we always have our sights set a little bit on Glendale. So it's been a constant build-up.
From the football game, I want it to be competitive. Both schools want to win, and of course I would love to see my first win as principal. But I just want it to be a good game and for the boys to be proud of how they play. The poster drop is my favorite event of BGD, and I know it's going to be as amazing as it always is. Well, I've read the skits, and I know they're all funny, but I'm wondering if there's going to be any surprises.
What happens when you graduate high school? You become a film producer. At least that's what occurred with Sev Ohanian, class of 2005.
Sev Ohanian attended and graduated Hoover and went on to major in film production at USC.
Film kind of was always a fantasy of mine. I never thought it'd be something that's even achievable. And I made a independent feature film when I was like 18 years old, 19 years old, called My Big Fat Armenian Family, which was kind of for the Armenian American community, and it became so successful, like critically, and people seemed to really respond to it, that it kind of gave me the hope that maybe I could have a career in film.
We also talked to Sev's friends and family to see what they had to say about Sev.
He is always doing something for somebody else. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen him take a break, a vacation. Like whatever he's doing, he's either helping somebody out, he's either doing a favor. He's always thinking about other people, and I think he has a really big heart, and I think that's something that he'll always have. I think his heart is, gold. He's always thinking about something else to further somebody else's career, to help somebody else out, whether it's a friend or somebody he met for like 2 minutes the other night. He just always thinking about other people.
Sev gave us a little explanation on what it means to be a producer.
In my very early career, I kind of do everything. I'm not trying to pigeonhole myself. I'm trying to stay as versatile as I possibly can. The producer is the only one, as far as I can see, that is globally problem solving. that we have to kind of be responsible for every department and know that within each department, how can they communicate and fix their own problems together. I think producers are all about making decisions. Like a director makes so many creative decisions, but the producer makes a decision that will ultimately realize those creative decisions and realize the director's creative vision.
It's really nice like knowing that like the person that you're working under, the person that you're working for, like is in support of your goals rather than against them.
I mean he produced Fruitvale Station, which is probably going to get nominated for multiple Academy Awards. So like Sev knows what he's doing. Yeah. But he's like me, he learns something on every project. He learns something from every person he meets, you know, and stuff like that. And I also think that he's done a good job of being just a producer, so people think of him as only a producer, because one of the things that happens when you go to film school is that everybody wants to be a director. He only wants to produce. He doesn't want to direct.
He pushes people a lot, and he does it in a really good, really sort of, he gets people to self-assert, which I think is a really particular skill to have, especially in this industry. And so he'll be really real with you and let you know what challenges you're up against and what sort of potholes you're likely to hit in production, and then he'll also kind of give you the talk to get through those and to sort of be creative, and he'll really push you professionally. He really keeps people on track, and in addition to that, he kind of sat down with me at the start of this project and every night since then, and we'll go through the script and he'll make sure that I know exactly what I want from each scene. And we'll kind of talk about any of the problems that are likely to come up and address the fact that they're probably going to be there. And he'll really kind of help everybody sort of think through it and talk through it and be ready for it. And at the same time, and kind of doing that allows all of us, I think, to sort of stay in a more creative place, and it makes the film a lot better. This is one of the best films I've worked on.
He's always like ready to do anything that's thrown at him. Like he never gives up, especially with my Big Fat Army family. He was like the only one that was doing all the filming, editing, like the script, like all that stuff he did it on his own. So like he spent so much time doing it. I didn't know like how he did it, you know, like it's his energy that he has.
From one alumnus to many alumni, take a look at the 40th reunion of the class of 1974.
Hi, I'm Erica Tascon from Tornado TV, and I'm here reporting from the Glendale Hilton Hotel. We're at Hoover's class of 1974's 40th reunion. Let's take a look inside. How does it feel to be back with everyone?
Actually, I have stayed in contact thanks to Facebook with a lot of the people, but it's really nice that there are so many classmates that I didn't expect to be here, and that there are a lot of people that I recognize, because I was kind of worried about that after 40 years, you know, we do change, and that I was pleasantly surprised that I recognized so many people.
It's really exciting to be back and see the streets we grew up on and the activities and friends, and just be around.
Don't hardly recognize anybody, and no one recognizes me, but as a Glendale native, I'm real happy to be here.
What are some changes that you've noticed?
School got bigger. You have more buildings. The buildings in Glendale are taller. We have lots of tall buildings now. The hillsides are built up a bit, but the H is still there. I like that.
You know, it was only a 3-year high school when I went there, and now it's a 4-year high school. That I think changed in the 90s sometime. And just the quad, obviously, that changed just a few years ago. But other than that, it's still the same high school that I went to.
How does it feel to be part of such a special event?
This is the 40th anniversary of the class of 1974. And for me, it's extra special being the director of music. I'm taking over for a man by the name of Hugh Wallace, who was the director at that time. And he had developed the program to its very height at that point. In fact, that band in 1974, they were 76 players. That was the largest band in the history of the school. We're at 71 players right now, so we're close, but the class of 1974 still holds that record.
We end our show with a Chew on This review on a Korean barbecue restaurant.
Hi, I'm Emily Ramos here with Tornado TV. Today our staff decided to go to K-Town to try Dream Korean Barbecue. Let's see how it went. Dream Korean Barbecue is located in Koreatown at 100 Southwestern Avenue. The special part of the KBBQ experience is that your group orders meat, which you are then able to cook to your liking. The plates come with a variety of sides, such as kimchi, salad, and steamed rice.
There was a salad bar available as well, which offered fruits, sushi, and a variety of other dishes.
I thought the food was really good. My favorite was the bulgogi.
I personally like the brisket the best.
Out of 4 stars, what would you rate the food?
Out of 4 stars, the food would have to be at least a 3.
Food, I would give a 3.5.
4. Well, I cooked it, so 4.
Out of 4 stars, what would you rate the atmosphere?
Out of 4 stars, the atmosphere, a 2.
The atmosphere, a 4.
4. I would give it 3.5.
Out of 4 stars, what would you rate the service?
I would probably give the service a 2.
The service could have been better, so probably a 2.5.
3. Out of 4, I would give the service about a 3. They kind of just left us alone to ourselves.
How would you rate your overall experience?
The overall experience would have to be 4 stars.
A 3.
3.5. I'd give the overall experience about a 3.
Our group enjoyed the evening and would highly recommend Dream to anyone looking to try Korean barbecue.
That's it for now. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Tornado TV. See you next time.